So it's another one of these days where I'm running late on making this video. I don't mean to neglect this channel, but I just got busy, and before I knew it, it was 2:30 and Carolyn's making supper. We have a different schedule to eat than everybody else, but she's making supper, and I'm just wrapping up. And I thought, I hadn't made a video for this channel. So it's been a pretty busy week, I guess. It's I was looking for that. Well, I'll put it back where I want it. So where am I at? So on Wednesday or Sunday, excuse me, this is Friday, no, this is Thursday. So on Sunday we're going to return this one. This was a big job, a couple of inner tubes, a complete service, a new carburetor, new lawnmower blades, new battery. So quite a bit of money involved in that one, but he was excited about it, and he even said, wow, that's not a big you know, he said that was a good price. That's what he said. Of course I don't tell you the price on here. Got these two finished up. This one's crazy. You can almost do a scientific mathematical calculation on what the temperature is outside with this one. When it's cold, like at freezing temperatures, it takes 10 pulls to start that one. But above 50 degrees, it takes 3 pulls. I don't get it. So, but I've replaced the carburetor on that, and I guess that was it. And then the thing behind it, I had to do a weld on, and a new blade, and new belt. That's an edger over there. And then this, someone gave me this last fall, just gave it to me, said it didn't run. Well, I started up, and the only thing that was wrong with it was this handle they had on the back side. It was backwards. So I guess it wasn't engaging correctly. But I fixed the handle, started right up. So I ran it out of gas this past, well, I guess it was middle of winter when I finally ran it out of gas. Maybe December time frame. And so I started up because this guy who has this lawnmower, which I'll talk about in a second, wants a push mower. So he said he'd give me so much money for it, and I said, yeah, I'll take it. So I started up some more, and I put gas in it. First pull, started right up. And I don't know why the guy, like I said, I don't know why the guy, I even tried to get the guy to take it back after I fixed it. Said, no, this thing, there's nothing wrong with this, you should take it. He said, no, it's a gift, you keep it. So then I noticed it was leaking gas this morning. And that happens when you run the gas out of it. That can happen. The bowl will get stuck on it. So it just keeps pouring gas. And all you really got to do, I'm not going to do it again, but you just bounce it really hard back and forth. It'll knock that, sometimes it'll knock that bowl loose. And it did on this. Hasn't leaked since, so got that washed. At least I thought I did. I didn't think it was that dirty. Hey, I'm going to interrupt this video real quick and ask you, at the end of this video, there'll be an up next box over one of my shoulders. If you could click it, it'll take you over to my other channel. And I'm really excited now. Things are really getting close. And I owe all of you a big thank you. I really appreciate it. You've done me a huge favor. But if you can go over there and watch that video over there, I appreciate it. And the thing is I get a lot of people say, I'm not interested, I'm not mechanically inclined. I think if you watch these videos, you could actually work on your stuff. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? Anyway, I really appreciate if you go over there and get me through so we can get it monetized. Thanks again. And then this one, was a complete service, and these things are kind of a chore. It's not easy for me to work on zero turns. Everything's tight. There's just, you know, there's supposed to be a bigger engine, but everything's just so tight on it. You know, you got to take the head bolts off. Whoops, look at that. I'll have to come back and put that on. You got to take the head bolts or the shroud off just to get to the so you can turn the engine over by hand, so you can do the valves So that was a big chore, but I got it. It was very greasy, and we got that washed up. You obviously can't see the difference, but it was very messy, just dirty. And the grass was all packed up in this. So this bracket here, you saw in yesterday's video, I welded back on. I was gonna go get some paint, and I was telling him what I'd gotten done on. He said, don't get the paint, don't worry about that, just put something on it so it doesn't rust. I said, well, I got some primer. He said, yeah, that'll work. So got that. These temperatures are just insane. You can't keep up with it. You know, 80 degrees one day, snow the next day. It was frozen last night, it was cold last night. I know it's March and everybody says this is what you're supposed to expect, but it's just hard to work in. And the wind is insane. We keep having fires all around us. And we had more fires yesterday. Houses are burning down. And everybody on Facebook screaming, don't light fires, don't light fires. Well, nobody's lighting fires. Power lines are going down because of the wind. Trees are getting knocked over, hitting the power lines, and the fire starts. And you know, I think they got, well, I don't know. There's this place I keep telling you about that's called Florida Beach. It's 14 miles from here. And it's just constantly on fire. And I don't even know the status of it today, but yesterday it was so smoky here. There was, I guess, a fire just down the road from us. We were surrounded in fire. So it rained a little bit last night, so hopefully that helps. It wasn't a lot of rain. I mean, we're just getting these showers is all. So I don't know if that'll help. I would like to see these showers at least put out the fire. But there was a serious city not too far from us that was on fire. It's interesting, there's a dam there. It's a little ways away, I guess. Right behind the dam, there was a fire on the riverside. So, I mean, it's been pretty serious around here. But hopefully we'll warm up and get away from these cold temperatures. It's hard to work in. You come out here and the wind is just blowing. It's not like it's really cold, but when it's 40 or 50 degrees out and the wind's blowing, you got a wind chill of 20 degrees. It's just miserably cold, and it's hard to work in that wind. I'm not complaining. Maybe I am, but I sure would like to get through this. I will say it's pretty nice that it's been so sunny. All last year it was cloudy, terribly cloudy, but we're getting quite a few sunny days. And I've changed my method with changing the water, you know, filling the water. I got away from it. I told you this in a previous video. I used to fill the water every day. And then you can turn it up full blast to the well, and it fills up the tank in just a few minutes. And you're not draining the battery, and you don't have to really worry about cloudy days or whatever. But for some reason, I got away from that. And I was filling it like once a week. Well, I think I know why I got away from it, because it was so cloudy. I just stopped filling on cloudy days. Well, you get one sunny day a week, and you spend all day filling the water, and the well runs out of water because it pumps faster than the well's recovery. The batteries are getting drained down. But if, you know, we only use 10 gallons, let's just say, a day, or 15 gallons, 20 gallons, whatever it is, and I can fill that up really quick. The well has a reserve of about 30 gallons. So if I just turn the well pump up all the way, just fill it as fast as I can, and, you know, fill it up to 20 gallons, shut it off. It only takes 5 or 10 minutes, and that's not a lot of electric. It doesn't hurt the batteries at all. So that's been a big deal. And even on cloudy days, I get up in the morning on cloudy days, and I'll run the generator to charge batteries up. After I run the generator for a couple hours, the batteries are getting, you know, it takes about 3 hours to charge batteries from needing charge to fully charged. So after about 3 hours, I'll go down there, go out here, start the well up, and then I just need another hour of charge time. Even when I'm having to run the generator, it's not that bad. And I don't have to break out the big generators. I guess it's all just a learning curve. You would think after a while you would just figure it all out, figure the learning curve out, but man, it's just taking forever sometimes to think how to do things correctly, especially with this old well and, you know, tiny house and just different things. And the firewood, every year we've been here, and by this time of the year, we're really limiting our use of firewood, which is just not a big deal. But I mean, I got up this morning, the house was 59 degrees. That's quite chilly. You don't want to get out of bed in those kind of temperatures. And the cat's, you know, hungry, and she's cold too. I just don't understand that. I've always had dogs, I guess. I mean, I like cats, but I didn't realize cats are kind of cold natured. They don't do well in the cold, I guess. So she's trying to cuddle up all night, which is wakes me up. And of course she wants petted. See, the cat, she's funny. Anytime she wants to go do anything, go to the bathroom, eat, go outside, lay on Carolyn's stomach, cuddle with me, whatever it is, she has to ask me for permission. I don't know where she got this, but she'll come over, headbutt me, and I'll rub her back a few strokes, and then she'll go to the direction that she wants to go. So let's say she wants food. Well, we always feed her on the bed. I know you're not supposed to, but we do. On one corner of the bed. So she'll come over, headbutt me, I'll pet her, she'll run over to that corner of this bed, and I know it's time for her to eat. Or if she wants to go lay on Carolyn's belly to get petted, she'll come over, headbutt me, rub my belly, or I rub her back, and she'll walk over to Carolyn. Well, Carolyn doesn't always pay attention because she's got her earphones in. So I'll say, hey, Carolyn, she wants to cuddle. So then, you know, it's all like that. If she wants to go outside, she'll come over, get her back rubbed. Then we go over to the door, and then she does this little scratch on that little metal thing. We have metal paneling on the wall by the wood stove. She'll scratch her head up against that, makes a noise, and it's like her signal to go outside. But drink water, go to the bathroom, whatever. She's got to ask permission. So when she wants to cuddle, she's got to wake me up to let me know that she's going to cuddle with me. Another guy messaged me just a few minutes ago, says he's got a 0 turn. Now you got to understand, we live in a kind of a vacation area and a summer home area. So there's a lot of people from all over, well, all around us, you know, Iowa, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Kansas, that come down here to their summer homes. So this guy, I guess, is in Nebraska. He messages me and says, hey, I got a 0 turn I want to drop off to you next weekend, and I won't be able to pick it up until Easter. Oh my goodness, that's an entire month I got to hang on to your stuff. But the thing is, you can almost kind of tell when they're not serious. I've kind of gotten used to it. You know, when they're serious, they'll message you with I don't know, it sounds serious. You know, give me dates and different things, ask for directions, but I just got this feeling that he won't do it. So I don't know why they do that. You can tell on certain ones that they're not going to come. But anyway, he's got the 0 turn and says he's going to bring it down next weekend, and it's, you know, I can work on it whenever I want. I got a month to work on it. What was interesting was last week I was really busy, got everything finished, and I thought, well, I guess that's it. And then by Sunday, I had the yard filled up with mowers again. Well, I guess Monday. Yeah, Monday morning, 11 a.m. was the last mower I got for this week. So I haven't gotten any more mowers all week, except what's here. And then the weekend comes. I wonder if it's going to be another, you know, everybody dropping off their mowers this weekend. It's kind of a nice thing. That way you can kind of plan your week, you know, work everything. And I'm going to start dating when the mowers come in. I hadn't done that yet, but that way I know what order to work on them, if the parts are here. Because I kind of got confused who was first, who was second, and I wanted to make sure that they, you know, got services, you know, next in line. So if you'll click this up next box, it'll take you to a video on my other channel, and we're getting really close. So hope I can inspire you to do your hobby business, sing, live your dreams. Thanks for watching.